Hi everyone, Seb here, welcome back to the channel, and I'm sure you're all wondering who is Joe the Pigeon. Now, some of you might know about this, but I really wanted to make a video to highlight the cultural speciesism that we have in this day and age. So for those of you who don't know, Joe the Pigeon is a pigeon who was found in Melbourne with a tag that appeared to be American, which means that the authorities thought that this pigeon flew all the way from the States to Australia, which apparently is against the Australian quarantine rules for animals because they're afraid of any diseases that the animal might bring to the country. So for the past 2 days there's been an uproar, they're talking about what to do with this pigeon. The suggestion was to kill the pigeon to get rid of him because they were afraid that he might be carrying any type of disease, which is obviously considered dangerous to the public. Yeah, actually I forgot to say they called the pigeon Joe, that's why I keep on saying Joe the Pigeon. And at the end, it turned out that the tag was kind of fake. So Joe is not gonna get killed. Now, the interesting thing is how the whole country and people around the world reacted to this news. To begin with, they gave a name to the animal, which means they admitted that this is an individual animal. They gave the name Joe. And then the second thing that happened was they wondered, all right, what is the risk of Joe staying alive if he is from the States? And they decided that the risk could be so high that we might have to kill him. Then they did the research, they didn't kill him straight away, they confirmed that it was not the case, and therefore they did not kill him. And so many things here just does not align with our current actions towards animals or our current views towards animals. And when I say our, I just mean societies. I don't mean vegans or animal rights activists. But the whole idea to decide to kill him because he might pose a certain danger of carrying a virus is really interesting, because this is a bird that they believe might have a virus. But on the other hand, there are millions of birds, and they are in farms all across Australia, and they are in conditions that are perfect for new pandemics to arise because of any zoonotic disease that would come out of these farms. And this has been documented by so many animal rights activists in Australia. It has been documented by the Farm Transparency Project, formerly known as Aussie Farms, in the documentary Dominion. Do check it out if you haven't already. And it blows my mind that they were ready to kill Joe for probably carrying a disease, but they're not ready to shut down all the factory farms where tens of thousands of birds are put in order to get killed to be consumed by humans. And this is where we have to ask ourselves, why is it that we are ready to kill that one individual, but we're not ready to take action on the industry that causes the most threats of starting another pandemic? Now, I have talked about this before. 3 out of 4 zoonotic diseases that can cause pandemics come out of factory farms. They come from the action of breeding and eating and using animals. So if the Australian government wanted to actually be consistent with their action towards Joe, being ready to kill him, then they should be consistent with their action and close down all the factory farms. Now, this is obviously, we're talking about a human-centric approach to the problem. The factory farms should be closed, all farming should be stopped because of the fact that it's exploiting other animals when we don't really have to do that. I'm also really surprised to see the public's reaction, to see millions of people concerned about one individual bird, which is a good thing, but at the same time not concerned of billions of birds who are killed every single year, and not only not concerned about them, but actually funding that is just really sad, and just shows how speciesism is a part of our culture, and it's a collective thing that we do. It's not just on an individual level. All of society has decided to act this way towards other animals and specific species in other animals. So what do you think about this? Do you think Joe should have been killed if he was actually American? I'm actually surprised that they spent so much time and resources on him, but their solution was to kill him when they could have just sent him back to the States. Obviously, if a bird might carry a virus, even if we let the bird go in nature, he can cause damage and suffering onto other animals. So I do believe, even if he was from the States, why do you have to kill him? There's so many ways of getting that bird sent back to the States, and it just shows that we're not really interested in the interests of the individual. We're interested only in our interests. It's just a very anthropocentric view that we have when it comes to other animals and what they go through and what they might give us, whether that's something good like profit or pleasure or free use, let's say, against their will, or something like heart attack or viruses or zoonotic diseases. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know if you were aware about what happened to Joe the pigeon. For those of you who have been supporting me on Patreon, I really appreciate it. If you would like to support my work as well, please check out my website SEBALEX.org or Ethics Over Habits for vegan, organic and zero waste products. I really appreciate all the support. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. I'll see you in the next video.